Welcome to our rainy Qigong gathering today. I'm so glad that you made time to show up and to practice. I welcome you wholeheartedly. Let's begin. So bring your feet to the width of your hips, or even just a little bit further than that apart. And place one hand at your lower dantian and the other hand at your heart, and begin to breathe. Breathing as if you were floating a feather right before your face with the flow of your breath, a sustaining, evenly metered flow of inhalation and exhalation that is hovering and holding the feather in one place in a way that is free of any visible agitation. Okay, so just finding that gentle nature with the way that you're breathing. So, here in the Northern Hemisphere, here on the Isthmus in Madison, we are in the deep heart of autumn, which means that, we can kind of sophisticate and advance our practice by taking, gathering knowledge and insight from the outer world and making adjustments to what's going on in the living landscape of our organism so as to increase our thriving. And in our case right now, I'm just going to turn this down a little bit, and in our case right now, to prepare the organism to be thrivant in the winter months that are inevitably going to come. So, in autumn, there is a lot of anxiety energy that we feel because there's so much vata, there's so much ether, there's so much air, there's so many winds of change. So, when we experience anxiety, our chi is dispersed, like leaves that are falling and floating on the wind, right? Which there's an immensity of right now. So when we're feeling anxious, the chi is dispersed. So we're going to be doing a lot of consolidation practices that are going to concentrate our chi. Also in autumn, it's, in my therapy work that I do with people, I hear a lot of reports around feeling, the old mood indigo, feelings of depression as we contemplate the winter to come, which actually can be, a source of tremendous awe and wonderment if we have enough reserved chi in the organism. So when we're feeling depressed, we need to lift and energize the heavy chi that has accumulated in the body. So we need to lift and energize heavy chi. And so all the forms that I've put together for us today are going to help in that way. So concentrating and consolidating any of the dispersed chi, bringing it all back home, and lifting and energizing any of the chi that has begun to feel dense. So what we're doing is we're giving ourselves a chi booster, everything that you're doing right now, the foods that you're eating, the sleep patterns that you're putting into place, the longevity practices that you engage with every day, these are setting the stage for the quality and the consistency of the winter that you will be experiencing. These are really important months in terms of, through the Ayurvedic lens. We want to really have our wisdom be in action and let that wisdom muse out in full force. So let's begin. Let's begin by keeping the feet generally where they are, but if you would just bring them a little bit wider, and then relax your tailbone into the space between your upper thighs. And then bring the arms up and weave the fingers so that you can rotate the palms of your hands to face the sky. Elongate and extend the arms all the way. Tuck the chin in. Inhale. And then tip gently to the right, looking up towards the eye of your left elbow. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tip. I've got a little bit of bend of readiness in my knees. Inhale up. Now as you come up, you can actually straighten the knees and lift the heels. Drop the heels. Exhale, tip to the right. Inhale, come up. And one more, tip. Inhale up. Beautiful. Drop the heels. Exhale left. Inhale. Every time you inhale, you're concentrating and consolidating and amalgamating a high octane quality of chi. Exhale, tip. So I wasn't counting, but let's just do one more for good luck, why not? Tipping, exhale to the left. Our little chi buddy just came in. I don't know if you can see her on the screen. Good, so coming up. Now we're gonna bend the knees. No, it's not an exit door. We're gonna bend the knees. Oscillate the feet so that the heels are in and the toes are out, and then bring your hands out in front of you with the palms facing forward and the wrists pointing up. And then energize your hands as if you were holding a football in each of the hands, okay? So I've got my elbows just naturally where they would hang when the upper arms are on a north-south track. Okay, so get that feeling. And you've got a lot of generative tension that's going on through the hands. You're working with that internal force. So you're pulling energy in, which is, you're pulling energy in from the ends of the extremities that's helping to consolidate and concentrate the chi in the center of your organism. So here we are, and then we're gonna circulate the chi, lifting and energizing any of the heavy chi. So you are circulating to the right, or maybe you went to the left, it matters not, because we'll go both ways. So you're circulating on an east-west directional, but the spine is going north-south. So every time you make a rotation, try to feel a little bit more space that's being built into the axis of the spine. Allow the shoulders to be really relaxed. So there's always something that is activating. In this case, it's the trunk of the body and the receptivity of these living lucidity conduits that are your fingers and the radiance points at the end of them. Something is activating and something is regenerating. So it never goes just one way. Now go the other way in the circulation. Shoulders are relaxed, trunk is moving, feet are stable. This is a stabilization practice. Go for the inhalation, pull it in, get as much from the opportunity that is this moment of breathing in as you humanly can. Good, and then bring it all through. Bring the hands down so you're relaxing your wrists and your forearms just naturally to the inner thighs, and then lift the energy up. Lift the heels if you can, ground the chi through both of the hands, and then circulate the hands to face forward. And you're going to do one of two things. You can either grab opposite hand to elbow behind your low back, which I'm doing right now. So opposite hand to elbow behind the low back, or press the palms, either with the fingertips oriented north or south. Press the palms behind the back. And the palms can be down low at the level of the kidneys, or you can sort of slide them up the track of your spine so that your pressed palms are actually behind your heart center. So in either one of those cases, you want to pull the shoulders down, tuck the low ribs in, drop the pelvis so you're in a squat that's both comfortable and challenging, and then we're gonna do a girdle vessel rotation. So I'm still lifting the spine up and out of the large shell bone of the pelvis. So the spine is arising, which is creating greater and greater space for the lungs to be receiving, and for every mitochondria in your system to be receiving the regenerative force, building the reserve building the reserve. Now go the other way. So working with the girdle vessel rotation. So you're working with this whole belt vicinity of your body, unwinding it, lifting the chi up, concentrating and consolidating any of the energy that's felt dispersed and therefore potentially anxious, and lifting any of the densities up into the level of the heart and into the radiant optimism of your living brain. Going a couple more times. Press the palms, using tension to release inner tension. It's amazing how that works for us. Using tension to release inner tension. Pull the shoulders down. Relax the bottom jaw from the top jaw. Good. And then release. And isn't it fascinating how warm you get simply doing that? Step the feet together. So your feet are now at the width of your hips, and really take a moment to feel how connected you are, how stabilized you are. In every given day, we need stability more than we need big bang bolts of adrenaline. We need stability. Listen to the sound that your body makes when you feel undeniably stabilized. It emits a kind of frequency, a vibration, a wave pattern of equanimity. Beautiful. So moving right along into, so we've got, it's been raining for what feels like weeks here, which I actually love. But we're going to work with some fire palm, okay? So we're going to work with a counterbalance. So all this dampness that is around us in the environment. And we're going to bring the warmth and the healing heat that's going to lift the chi and self-organize the chi so that it's always in, we're shaping the chi so that it's always serving us, okay? So watch here. I'm going to bring my feet just a little bit wider so that the tail of my spine can really relax. So let's just dive in all together for the sake of time, doing this all together. So take both hands out and then flip the hands. I'll oscillate to the side. Both hands out, and I'm going to flip my hands, bringing the left hand in front, and then both hands out, and then flip, so my right hand is in front. So it's like I'm casting the dice or tossing something in a way that requires precision. I have no opportunity to miss my mark, right? So there's this freedom, and then there's precision. Okay, so inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Couple more. Every time you inhale, yes, there's a calligraphic curvature in the spine, but still be lifting the spine up, 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 up. Okay? Giving the organs greater space to reside inside of your body. A couple more times. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Now inhale and exhale. So I'm going to place the back of my right hand on the back of my right kidney, and I'm going to pass my left hand around the girdle vessel, and I'm going to take it back behind me and out to the side and then up overhead. So as my left hand coasts over my brain, I'm going to look to the right, and as my left hand coasts to the left, I'll look also to the left, and I'm going to cast the die again. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So now we have our right hand in front, and I'm going to take the right hand back and out to the right, looking to the right, and I'm going to bring my right hand up over my brain, looking to the left, and then I'm going to fan it out to the side and cast it forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So now the right hand is on the back of the right kidney. Fan the left arm around the girdle vessel, out to the side, up overhead, out to the side, and and cast.
Inhale,
Exhale,
inhale,
exhale,
inhale.
exhale.
Now hover the right hand in front for a moment. Place the back of your left hand on the back of your left kidney. Fan your right hand back and out to the side and up overhead. And back out to the side. And then forward. Inhale,
Exhale,
inhale,
exhale,
inhale.
exhale.
Left arm back and out, overhead and to the side and forward. Inhale,
Exhale,
inhale,
exhale,
inhale,
exhale.
and fan the right arm around the girdle vessel. Take it out to the side, up overhead and back out to the side and cast the die. Okay, so every time you're in this exhalation, I am squeezing the armature of my skeleton with all of the big muscles of my body, which is creating tension, which is then thereby releasing the inner tension and nourishing and unleashing the regenerative force, so that a high octane quality of chi is what we're creating and generating, but then also harnessing and storing, awakening, harnessing, and channelizing a high quality of clean chi. Let's do it one more time on each side. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Left arm forward, fan it around the girdle vessel, take it back to the side, up overhead, and back to the side, and forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Right arm forward, fan it around the girdle vessel, to the side, up overhead, around the head, to the side, and back forward. Take both arms forward. Rotate the palms of the hands to face the floor and ground the chi. Feel how stabilized you are. Lift your heels. You know, the way that the world is right now, we are being asked with each passing season to be able to give more, right? There's probably no indication out there that that's going to be changing anytime soon. And so in order to be able to show up for that task like a Jedi, what that means is that we need to have that kind of reserve, a high quality of reserve, so that when we're giving, we don't suddenly find ourselves, or even immediately find ourselves, completely depleted and therefore resentful of the art and servitude of giving, you know? And we're all giving in a multiplicity of our unique ways. So use your inhalation, use the activation of creating the generative tension, and also use the opportunity to release. I'm just gonna soar past that song. All right, so eagle spreads its wings. Step out with the right foot and reach your wings out at a deep downward diagonal. Activate through the hands again as if you're holding like a football. I talk about holding footballs like I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but it is like holding a football there. So relax the shoulders down, tuck your low ribs in, and lift your heels. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Good, and then bring your left foot behind your right foot and bring the back of the right hand to the back of your left kidney. And then I'm gonna fan the left arm as I begin to settle down into a squat. I'm gonna fan the left arm forward and up. So there's so much energy in this little cauldron that is my compressed body right now. And It is just a perfect shape to be bringing it all in. Okay, so I'm fanning the arm. Left arm is going forward and then up. Take the gaze to follow the left middle fingertip. Now bring the back of the hand toward the top of the head. And then push the left hand up and look beyond the left middle fingertip. Relax the shoulders, pull your navel center in. And then begin to straighten the legs and come up to standing, neutralizing the gaze to look forward. Good. Now, in order to wring out our gallbladder meridian, we're going to bring our left foot, our back foot, onto the blade edge. So see if you can softly stand on the side of the foot. Now push the left arm further up. Squeeze the big quads and then tip to the right. Good. Now neutralize the gaze to look forward. Inhale. And pass the left arm in front of your face. In front of your heart. Take both arms out at a deep downward diagonal. And step the left leg out to the side. Lift your right heel and your left heel. So now you're standing on your toes for a moment, squeezing, using tension. Exhale, release all of the squeezing and witness the cascade of vitality that becomes available in your body that's suddenly, vibrantly online. Good, now bring your right foot behind the left foot. So for now, we're simply just scooting center. For now, we're simply on the ball of the back foot, not the side of the foot yet. Place the back of the left hand at the back of the right kidney, and then scoop with the right arm. It's a real calligraphic, joyful flourish. Scoop with the right arm as you begin bending the knees, pulling the energy down, pull all that thought energy down into the belly, which is then going to lift and energize any of the heavy energy that has been created from thinking too much. We're releasing the tension that is created by having oftentimes too many intentions as modern human beings. So the right arm is going on high. I'm letting my gaze follow the tip of the right middle finger. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Bring the back of the right hand to the top of the head. And then push the right palm to face the sky, looking beyond the right middle fingertip. Relax the shoulders, straighten the right arm entirely. Squeeze the marrow of the bones. Go bone deep. Feel the very bottom bone. Now, feel yourself pressing down through the ball of the back foot as you lift up, pull the chi up from the center of the earth into the ball of the belly. Come up to standing. And now place the right foot, your back foot, to standing on the blade edge. So we're standing on the side of the right foot. Push the right palm all the way up. I'm hanging my head back gloriously and absolutely looking beyond the tip of my right middle finger. And then I'm gonna tip to the left just a little bit. Getting into both of the kidneys, getting into the liver, getting into the spleen, getting into the gallbladder. Good, now bring the right palm to face your face. Begin shifting your face to face forward. Fan on a diagonal stroke. Fan the right hand in front of the face and then in front of your heart. Reach your wings, eagle, spreading its wings. That's the thing, friends, is when your chi is consolidated and concentrated and clean and there's a sufficiency of it, that's when you can spread your wings. That's when you can be generous without a drop of resentment because you are full
practice, the moments of being in practice are when you reconfigure and change those habit patterns that make you feel depleted and sucked out and potentially awful. In the moments of practice, you are changing. In the other 23 and a half hours of the day, that's when the old patterns, run the day. And so as awakening practitioners, go ahead and break the practice. So pull that right foot back. Bring the hands to the lower dantian. And then down. As awakening practitioners, we know that either we are running the day or the day's gonna run us. That's why we practice every day, if it's humanly possible. Good, so moving right along. Kuan Yin carries the moon. Watch her. I'm gonna demonstrate this one, and then we'll do it together. Recognize this, right? We've already done this. The body loves repetition and practice. So right about here, holy buckets. You can't see it because it's internal force. It's the internal art of generating the quality of tension that is liberating, right? So I'm squeezing and then, notice this there for a second. And then I'm gonna tuck, and then I'm gonna wind in, and then I'm gonna concentrate and consolidate, and then I'm gonna meditate, right? Moving meditation. So let's do it together. Kuan Yin carries the moon. So have one moon in the center of the mind. When we are in our anxious state of mind, we have 10,000 moons that are visible on the dynamic surface of the lake at night, right? 10,000 moons, unable to concentrate or consolidate or focus. But the practice allows us to bring all those 10,000 moons into an amalgamated single spot, a lens for neutrality. So standing on the right leg, lift please, as if your left big toe was like a big piece of chalk, and you're going to draw a line on the inner right leg with the left big chalk toe, and then lift the arms up. Then lift ultimately the foot off of the knee and lift the left knee up towards the left armpit and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Press the palms together. Now open the 6 innermost fingers, pressing the pinky fingers and the thumbs together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Even see if you can squeeze the sides of your head with your inner upper arms. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Pull your navel in. Good, and then begin to release the left foot down. Place the ball and toe of the left foot behind the right, and then come on down. Really feel into how you can open up the gills, how you can work the micro movements of the girdle vessel in this descending gentle rotation that's happening. Keep as much space in the trunk of the body as possible. Curl your nose in towards your heart center. Begin to come back up to standing, arrowing the arms up. Inhale. Catch a second there on the blade edge of the back left foot. Chi booster. Oh, good. Now step the left foot out to the side. Lift the heels.
then bring the right leg up. As if you're drawing, I'm just scooting to center, as if you're drawing a line with the chalk toe of the right foot, drawing a line along the inside of the left leg, squeezing, and then tucking your right knee in and up towards your right armpit, squeezing the sides of the head with the inner upper arms. Bring the right big toe behind the left leg. Have a moment there where you catch the blade of the foot, stimulating the gallbladder. Find the freedom of unwinding, undoing, unraveling, unlearning. When becoming is unbecoming, you gotta get out of the cage, right? And then bring the back foot, so you're standing on the ball and toe of it rather than the edge of it now. And pull it down and through. Tuck the nose in towards the heart, pull the shoulder blades back, and slide them down the track of the spine. Pull your navel in. This is a marvelous moment for squeezing out the internal organs in the ball of the belly. Pull the navel in at the completion of the out breath to wring out the sponges that are your organs, to detoxify them, to lift and energize any of the heavy chi in your organs. Press it down through the ball and toe of the right foot. And so you're feeling how this form is so very similar. It's a relative of the eagle spreads its wings. Good, now stand on both of the feet with the feet together. Ground the chi through the hands. Listening to all of the immense messages that are being whispered underneath the enormity of it all inside of your organism. When one knows how to listen, then everything becomes the teacher. Everyone becomes a teacher. Every opportunity becomes a learning. When one knows how to listen, everything becomes the teacher. Opening the heart to the sky. Bring your feet to the width of your hips one more time, please. And we're going to take the arms out. Again, in a deep downward diagonal. Inhale. Hang the head back. Relax the attachment site of where the bottom and the top jaw are conjoined. Hang the head back. And then bring the right elbow in front. Stack the elbows. Embrace opposite hand to shoulder, and then curl in. I'd love for you to lift your heels for a moment, then drop the heels and compress. Wring out the lung meridian here. Compress through the whole community of the spine. Squeeze, create the tension that is going to allow you to feel extraordinary and exuberant on the other side of practice. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So now we've got our left elbow in front, crossing opposite hand to shoulder, squeeze. Lift your heels here for a moment. And then drop the heels, stabilize, concentrate, consolidate, amalgamate, squeeze. Close the eyes. Tuck the chin in towards the pit of the throat. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the heels. Good. Once more on each side.
one more form for us today. Nourishing kidneys. So go ahead and release the opening of the heart to the sky form. Nourishing kidneys. Bring your feet to the width of your hips. Relax the buttock bones down so that they're sliding down the back of the upper thighs, towards the back of the knees, towards the back of the heels. Inhale, lift the energy from wherever the fingertips are naturally residing when the arms are alongside the body. Lift the fingertips and the hands and the arms up. Unburdening the you within you, nourishing the kidneys. Push the palms. Again, we've got that same sort of cupped palm going on, right? That's opening up the portal in the center of the hands. Push. Go to zero. Empty force. Go to 0, 0, 0. And at the completion of the out breath, then squeeze everything. Inhale. Open the arms to the side. Fan the calligraphy brushes of the arms, hands, and fingertips out to the side as well. And then the fingertips will either be pointing down or pointing up. Fingers up or down, but in either regard, the hands are going to station themselves upon the kidneys. Left hand to the left kidney, right hand to the right kidney, and then tuck your elbows back toward one another as if it was a magnetic lock that was seeking to connect your elbows behind your body. Wouldn't that be interesting? So squeeze the elbows together, lift the spine. Open the heart to the sky, which you've already prepped quite a bit. So opening the heart to the sky, and then rest your kidneys into the healing warmth of the palms of your hands. Relax the attachment side of where the bottom and the top jaw are conjoined. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, relax the hands down the back of the buttocks, down the back of the thighs, and bringing the middle fingertips to the midline of the outer thighs. Inhale, lift. And exhale, pushing the energy forward. Find pleasure in the work that is the practice. Find pleasure in work. And the success that's in perseverance. Squeeze. Find the dignity that is in simplicity. Inhale. Calligraphic broad stroke. Find the power of kindness inside of you. So fingertips down or fingertips up. The power of kindness. Inhale, lift the spine. Open the heart to the sky. Pull the elbows towards one another. Feel the balls of the feet stabilized and rooted. And then give the kidneys over to the healing hands behind them. Stabilization, support. Good, coming up. Relax the hands down the back of the thighs and to the outside of the thighs. And again, inhale. When your kidney chi is clean, there is a worth in character. Exhale. G-force, generate a clean caliber of chi. Concentrate, consolidate, amalgamate. Broad stroke. Find the placement of the hands at the kidneys. Lift up.
and hang back. Inhale, coming up. Good, relax the hands. Place one hand at your lower dantian and the other at the heart, at the middle dantian. Undeniably, you have given yourself a chi booster, right? The joy of originating, the freshness of chi that you can hold on to, not just for today, but for the seasons to come, the completion of autumn, the arrival and continuity into winter. Pleasure, success, dignity, power, worth, and joy. Thank you so much. Satnam.